Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Michael Cruz, and I will be your professor this semester for your Applied Ethics PHI 1600 course. This video is to kind of serve as an introduction to the course itself, where I'm going to kind of give you a little guided tour of our Canvas module and what's in there, what's available to you, and kind of some of the things you should be keeping an eye on early in the course. On your dashboard, obviously, if you're watching this video, you probably found this, but you should have this icon on your Canvas dashboard. That's our course. So when you click on that, it'll take you to the home page. Now, some important things to keep track of. The first thing you want to do in any course is read the syllabus. So you have a syllabus tab here, which takes you to the simple syllabus. And it'll load up, and then you can read through this and understand the course expectations. It's very important that one of the first things you do is to read through your syllabus in its entirety in any course, so you understand what the expectations are, what the professor is going to hold you accountable to, and in some sense, what you can hold me accountable to because of the expectations as well, okay? Now, when you're on your course homepage, you see other things. You're going to see the modules. You're going to see library and tutoring tab. These are definitely things you want to check out. The modules is how you get into the good stuff of the course. Library and tutoring is where you go to get access to certain services. We will be revisiting that tab later on when we talk about research. I will put this in the student view, though, so it kind of looks more similar to what yours is going to look like. You won't have this pink border on there, but that's just telling me that I'm in the student view. So when you get in here, you want to get started. You'll see there's to-do lists down the side. It's important to keep an eye on these things because when it's got the little bullhorn thing, that's an announcement from me. And so when you click on this, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. This is my welcome announcement I had the other day in there when the course kind of officially opened to view. I'll send announcements out there weekly to you guys at minimum. Sometimes more often, depending what we have going on and what is important for us to communicate to one another. You'll also have your assignments will pop up here. So it's very important to keep an eye on that to-do list, okay? And then when you're ready to jump in the course, you go to the modules. And the modules are lined out in a particular order. You can see, you scroll all the way down the bottom. And I'll explain that to you the way it is. It's by design, right? So the first thing I want you to look at is your ethics e-textbook access. Okay, so you have first day access to an online ebook called The Moral Compass. It's, authors are Dave Monroe and Nick Manis. They are professors here at the college. That's the book that we're using for this course. And in this module here, it'll tell you how to set up your access to that, okay? Then I have this module, 0.05 begin here. This is all the beginning need to know stuff that you're going to want to look at. However, two things that you need to pay attention to here that are coming up quickly. 2 days after we start the class, so on Wednesday, you need to have your pre-survey of ethical issues filled out and your course scavenger hunt quiz. But you'll see we have 6 weeks in the class. It's a very fast-paced class, so you need to keep up with your assignments. I've ordered them how I believe you should go about them in each assignment, each module. Obviously, you're free to do whatever you like as long as you meet the deadlines and the expectations of the assignments. But if you follow kind of the outline format here, like in particular module 1, I want you to go like this in this cascading order and then back to these separate things. Same thing in module 2, I want you to work it in this order like this. I think this is really how it's going to best set you up for success in each module, okay? And you'll see that's 6 modules, 1 for each week. Each week you're going to have a discussion board post. The one in module 1 is a little bit different, as you'll see. But most of them, you're going to click in. You'll have a discussion board. The question each week opens that Sunday night. You'll have till Tuesday to do your initial post of 200 words. You'll have till Thursday to reply to 2 classmates, and then by Saturday you have to reply to anyone who has, replied to your thing. The idea is to have a discussion throughout the week and actually engage in the discussion post. I don't want to have like one situations where it's like you just post something up and then somebody replies and then we never go back to it and it's not really a discussion. Okay. So you'll see that set up that way. Okay. And so you just follow them one at a time. So obviously we're going to start in these two right away, but the assignments for week 1 are here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accordingly. Okay, so definitely go around, check those out, and see what's available to you. We also have an APA resources module. We will only be using APA style in this course. We will not be using MLA style. The reason for that is I was a writing tutor for 9 years. I've been a librarian for the last almost 2 years. I have worked with thousands of student papers, and I'll tell you the majority of what you're going to use is going to be APA formatting. So this is a good opportunity for you to get some exposure to that early on, because unless you're going to be an English major, you're not really going to use MLA outside of English, maybe some humanities classes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's literally the Modern Language Association. It's supposed to be for like writing classes. APA is the American Psychological Association. It lends a little bit better to research. So we have all those resources there, things that I've built and accumulated over the years as a writing tutor and a librarian. So definitely use those resources. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Then the extra credit module, these are all different opportunities that you can earn extra credit. Sometimes it might be an event, or sometimes it might be an assignment. Each of these are individual assignments that you can click on and see what it's asking you to do. So like example, for the Hot Topics one, it tells you how many points it's worth. And then it tells you what you need to do to earn those points. And you'll see it's kind of the same thing for all these assignments. And what you'll do when you've finished an extra credit assignment, you go ahead and you just upload it here into this assignment category thing. So like if you do all 6, they all 6 go into this same assignment. Okay, we don't put them in different spots. You just put them here, and I'll keep upgrading as you go. It says 0 points possible. That's just because to make it extra credit, if I put this as a 0, whenever I put a grade in there, it goes up extra into your grade book. Sorry. And it won't count it as like an actual assignment. So that way you'll get the bonus credit for it. But you'll see there's 100 points extra credit. And that's a aggregate total. You can do as many assignments as you need to get to 100 points, but you can't go over. So essentially the way it works is, let's say you do 3 assignments and you're at 80 points. If you do a 4th assignment and you give it full effort and try, I'll give you the 20 points and get you up to 100. That 100 points is significant because the class is out of 1,000. And so when you have 100 points out of 1,000, that's a letter grade. So for instance, to get an A, you need 900 points. To get a B, you need 800 points. To get a C, you need 700 points. So you have 100 points of extra credit that can help out with that, which is pretty good. Now, extra credit, that's your choice. I won't ever give you like a hard time or shame you for not doing extra credit. The way I see the extra credit, it's kind of funny, like the people who need the most won't do any. The people who need the least will do it all. And then everybody else will just do a little bit to get them where they want to be. And I think that's fine. So if you want to do it, cool. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But just make sure you follow the deadline. It is all extra credit is going to be due July 20th. And that's because the class ends like that Friday and I have to get everything graded and all the grades in. So it's the beginning of week 6. You have to have, I think it's the Sunday of that week. You have to have it all in. I absolutely will not take any late extra credit for any reason because it's open all 6 weeks. So I'll say go ahead and work on that as you go. Also, you'll see as you read through the syllabus, I don't take late work. I know people think that's bad. One, we need to turn in our stuff on time because that's good real world practice. 2, we need to make sure we're staying up with the class because, again, this is very fast paced. So you need to make sure you're not getting behind. And 3, I don't want you to get into this big snowball of assignments where like you're always working from behind, trying to catch up and do these assignments late. So the way I look at it is if you turn something late, just forget about it, do an extra credit assignment sometime in the next couple weeks, and that's the replacement. So that makes sense. So like essentially my extra credit is my late work policy, if that makes sense. If I took late work, I wouldn't do extra credit because then that would be doing too much with it, as you kids might say, right? So miss an assignment, just plug in some extra credit. Now, what I will tell you is definitely checking the syllabus though, because there are situations where I will do extensions if you need it, because I know things that happen, but there's a procedure that you need to follow with that, and I'll let you find that in the syllabus, okay? But essentially, that's the layout of the class, a module for each week. Then you have your grade book here where you click on this grades and it'll show you your different grades and your feedbacks. Obviously, it says there's no outcomes in this course because I'm not a student, but when you click there, that's what you'll see. You have different tabs, see what you can have. So when you click people, it'll kind of show you who's in the class with you, right? You've got the syllabus again, we talked about. You can click announcements and see. These were the ones, remember I said, were down the side. We also have the individual announcements right here as well. And so you definitely want to just use all these tools to the best of your advantage, because everything you need is in the course. You just have to find it, click around, use it. If you get in here and you're getting lost and you can't find things, please feel free to reach out to me all semester. I'm going to be encouraging you guys to reach out if you have any questions. And that way, if you need help finding anything, if you need help with a resource, or you need to get connected to something, I can help you out. So hopefully this little tour of the course helps explain things to you and will kind of put you at ease when you first see the modules and it looks like a lot. But again, any questions, please let me know. And I wish you all a good semester, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.